Good morning, Southwest. It is finally Friday. Today we are going to work on AMI Day 20 for 8th grade math. First, looking at the problem. We're looking at the figures in the graph below, and number one says, which figure do you think has the long perimeter? So all I need you to do is tell me your educated guess of which triangle, K or J, do you think has the longest perimeter. And then they tell you the perimeter of K and all its given side lengths. And then on number 2, they say calculate the perimeter. And so what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around an object. So we're just going to add up all the sides. And then once you get the perimeter of J, you're going to compare those two perimeters between K and J. Which one, again, had the longest perimeter, and tell us if you guessed correctly or incorrectly. So one thing I wanted to show you, because it's a pretty straightforward problem, is, well, where do we get these distances from? And so I'm going to show you the distance formula. You don't have to use it. I just wanted you to see it and know where these things come from. So I am going to do, I'm going to find the distance for AB using the distance formula. And we already know the distance formula, or the distance for AB is 7.21, so I'm just going to confirm where that number comes from. So what does the distance formula look like? It looks like this right here, where we take the square root of the difference in the x's plus the difference in the y's. So for AB, we see that the coordinates are -2, -2, and 4, 2. So I'm just going to replace those things into the formula. So it doesn't matter which one you call x2 and which one you call x1. You just have to stay consistent. So for me, I'm going to use the 2's up here and the 1's down here. So the x in B is 4. The x in A is -2. And for the y's, y2 would be 2 in the B, and in 1 it would be -2. So as we clean this up, 4 minus -2 is the same as 4 plus 2, so that would be 6 squared, plus 2 minus -2 is the same as 2 plus 2, so that would be 4 squared. 6 squared is 36, 4 squared is 16. That's the square root of 52, which is in fact 7.21. So again, just to confirm that, let's go back up to our problem, and there it is, 7.21. So that's where that comes from. Again, you don't have to do the distance formula. I just wanted you to learn about it so you can be ready for algebra next year. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, message your teacher. Guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.